I see, man.
And I knew you Coyote boys had a secret handshake. Got him. Well, you know what the saying is. Another day, another dollar. On my way down here into Charlotte, I'm going to head down to LKQ Pull Apart. I'm going to look around. I'm trying to find some parts for some cars. Got a little sob at the garage. I'm looking for a coil pack for, because the coil packs are through the roof. I got a Acura, the one I'm doing the head gaskets on. He wants me to find the back bumper for it and the inner fender. So I'm gonna go down here. Hopefully there's a car down here about the same color he is. Hopefully the back bumper and the inner fender is decent. That way we can get that squared away. I'll get the timing belt and all on it, get out there and make some money today. I was just coming down the road just now and some old guy, old heavy-set guy wearing a blue jean jacket and pants was standing in the road on this old back country road. Had his arms spread out and was just standing there in my lane, just standing there. I was like, roll up on him. It's like he's trying to block the road with his body. So of course I stopped. He's standing in front of the truck. He looks at me for a minute. I guess I gave him no eye. Crawled his butt up out the road and crawled back in the woods. So I'd have messed him up today if he'd have tried. He'd got everything he was looking for. I don't know what he was looking for. I ain't never seen nobody just standing in the road. Maybe he needed help. Maybe I should have asked him. Make sure to say, hey man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't kill yourself today or something. I don't know. Strange. Very, very strange. But you'll have that sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna roll down here, and while I'm down here, I'm gonna look around, see if they got any decent motors. Because down here, you can get a motor for $150 plus a $50 core. So it comes out, or it's like $158, no, $50 core. So it comes out like $208 for a short block. So I can put in my car. So I might look around and see what I can find. Y'all know how poor I was growing up. So back when I was a kid, I always wanted to be grown up. I was always acting more mature than my age up until I got to about my 20s, and then I started acting a lot younger than my age. But anyways, getting back to the story, I was growing up, my parents were always poor. They ended up going through, and me and my mom went by this gas station. Like I said, I was probably 4 years old at the time, 4 or 5 years old. We lived in Charlotte. We stopped by this little gas station, and I wanted to pump gas. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna pump gas. I want to pump gas. And she was like, no. I was like, let me pump gas. She's like, all right. So she goes on to the store, and I start pumping gas. Well, she had $10 to her name. While I'm pumping gas, I pumped like $26 in the car, not paying attention. She cried her eyeballs out, squalling, because that $10 was her last $10 to her name. She was crying. And I remember her having to call my grandma, borrow the store phone, because we didn't have cell phones back then. She had to borrow the store phone, call my grandma to bring us money to the gas station so she could pay the bill so we could leave and all that. And like I said, look at that, riding on me. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of where you come from. I ain't worried about it. Every now and then, you know how many times I run out of gas with a pocket full of money? I'm talking about a pocket full of money. I run out of gas. I'm the most notorious person ever to run out of gas in a vehicle and have some money in my pocket. I always like living on the edge. I like reliving my childhood. I like penny pinching. I like, you know, as Church said, pinching pennies out of Pontiacs. You know what I mean? Like me and my mama. That's what we do. You know, like I said, we ain't scared of riding around on E. Look at that. It is what it is. If I run out of gas, you know what? I'll go buy a gallon of water, I'll dump the water out of it, and I'll go put some fuel in it, walk back to my vehicle and put fuel in my vehicle out of a water jug. Cause I ain't paying no $10, $15 for no gas can that I don't need. I appreciate all the comments and stuff like that I've been getting and reading. That's how you grow this channel. That's how you grow a channel, period. It's getting people talking about it, getting in the comment section and all that. I mean everything I said, as you can tell to the screen, everything I'm 100% no matter what. I don't sugarcoat stuff. I've had some phone calls from a few people, a few friends that reach out to me and want to talk to me about stuff and all, and I really appreciate all the support I'm getting from all of you. So it motivates me. So I really appreciate that. I already see the car. Hopefully it has a back bumper on it. Yep, still got a bumper on it. And an inner fender's chewed up. Let's see right here. Got a couple of marks on it. It's not bad. Better than what we got. I always like LKQ because they keep their stuff clean. See your aisles down through there? It ain't like Shelby. Shelby, you gotta jump on top of stuff. They run this place nice. See, Shelby U-Pull, they just pile a bunch of stuff up in there, which is good because Shelby U-Pull it, they're cheap. You're gonna pay a little bit more here, but you get a little better facility as far as you ain't gotta walk on gravel, especially with my messed up foot. I ain't gotta walk on their gravel. I do not walk on this concrete right here. Smooth, decent. Working on the cars is decent because you can lay on the concrete. It ain't like laying in the dirt and all that. So I really like coming to LKQ. I just hate I had to come to Charlotte to get it, but it is what it is. Let's look right here. See what kind of race motors we can find. This one right here looks like it's probably like a 04, 05. Look right there, see that? They got 13mm bolts right there. It's gonna have GM4 rods in that one. It's gonna be a 5.3 because it's in a Suburban. And right there. See right there. All right. Let's see some more right here. See how that nice 10mm head bolts right there? It's gonna be a Gen 3. And on and on and on. That's how you can tell the difference in between them. I'll go through the stuff I look for a motor too when we get over here. So yeah, look when you get into some of these vans. Some of these vans will have old school motors. Some of them have 4.3s. It's an old school motor. Some of them will have LSs. Some of them will have 6.0s. Some of them will have 4.8s. You never know. If you look at like a motor like this, so that's a 13mm head bolt. So this would be a Gen4 bottom and somebody's done pried the cover off of it. I guess this must have broke a timing chain. Yeah, this thing right here done broke a dang timing chain. That's what it looks like. But what I always do is when I get underneath these, see how these motors are greasy, I look for how greasy they are. Because if they turn around and leak a bunch of oil, that means more than likely they've been running out of oil before or ran low on oil. So it means I probably have a bearing problem. If you get in here and they have a bunch of orange, then you know, hey, this is a remanufactured motor. Look at this. See the heads on there gray? That right there, everything's painted gray. See right here what I was telling you about the orange? Look at it, you see the orange? This thing right here been running hot before. What happened is it was leaking right there and it blowed out right there. Water pump started leaking and blew water everywhere. But this motor right here is a remanufactured motor. Because their timing covers are painted gray. The heads are painted gray. It's got some old Cometic head gaskets right here, see right there? It's old Cometic head gaskets on it. But see, like if I'm coming to buy a good motor, I'm gonna stay away from a motor that's been running hot. As far as like my car, I'd race a motor like this. It's got 10mm head bolts, but this could be a Gen4 too, because you never know when they put the motors together at like the engine rebuild places. They use whatever kind of bolts. Like I said, I always look, if I'm coming to look for a motor for a car, I stay away from a motor that has like if you have a vehicle that's like this right here that ain't wrecked or nothing, and it's got some orange or some oil leak, and more than likely then it's gone through and had something to do with the motors, had some kind of issue with it, and that's why I wound up in here. So what I typically like to look for, I look for a vehicle that's been wrecked, because it had to be rolling when it was wrecked, and now I look around on it for oil leaks. Like this right here, let's see what's in this one. This one right here says it has a Well, heck, I don't even see it on here. Normally it says it right there. Somebody's peeled it up, so this is probably, well, it's an old school motor. That's old school. I was about to say, might be LS, somebody trying to hide. Got your 4.3. If you look around at it, that was a Denali. But it might have had probably a 6.0 in it. When you go through these vehicles, they say you look to see if there's a bunch of oil underneath them, because if oil underneath them, there's probably a bearing problem if the vehicle ain't wrecked. But you can also look to see if the transmission had a leak, because if the transmission was out of it, it might have a good motor. It's just one of them gambles you gotta take. But heck, you can buy a short block in here for a little over $200 and have a decent motor. I bought one motor out here with 260,000 miles on 265,000. That thing made 800 horsepower. So if you look also for vehicles that have a digital dash, you can usually look up on the top and look for an old oil change sticker up in the window, like say like this vehicle right here. It don't have an odometer on it. When you come up in here and get to looking, look, see. Last oil change, 321,996. 321,000 miles. I'd say she's pretty worn out. Especially being a Ford, a mod motor. Yeah, she's worn. That probably just didn't start. That's probably why they scrapped it. But that's what you do. You come through and look like that, and you just pick out what you want. And see, when I buy a short block, I'll go through and buy the short block, and that way I can pull the oil pan off of it and look, see if the bearings or anything, like I'll go ahead and I'm buying the short block, I'll pull the oil pan off, see if there's any metal in the oil or if there's anything, what the oil looks like on it, like I said, because I don't care if it's been running hot. I'm buying a short block, I don't really care, because the chances of it hurting the short block is rare unless it's been running real hot. What I typically do, I want to go through and check it and make sure that there's no bearing material in there, because that's all I care about is the health of the bottom end. I don't care if the heads are cracked or none of that crap. So we got us a dang beast right here. Look at her, son. Got us a beast. I think I need this switch right here. Mine messes up. Yeah. Get my Phillips head out. See if I can't buy that thing today. Alright, so got a bumper cover. Got a inner fender out of another car, and got that headlight switch for my Jeep. That way my lights, for the nighttime, my lights flicker on my dash up and down, up and down, up and down. You touch the switch and it goes away. Like it'll just get bright. So I'm gonna put that switch in there, hopefully it's a good one. So get back to the shop, get this stuff put on, get time belt, get a water pump in and get the thing running, get paid. I don't care about this truck. I go there and cuss them out. Got Mountain Island here. I heard old Lund Racing got busted by the EPA. Heard they come in and I watched the video from Lund Jr. I heard about it a few days before that. Now I done heard about that Panda car, the one that used to be on YouTube, the LS killer. They used to call that little slow turd. Said they did, I guess somebody told me that they got busted. Coyote cars make so much damn noise, even attract the EPA to them. Gotta stop messing with them new cars, start building you some old hot rods. Gotta do like everybody else, throw your LS in a Mustang, you ain't gotta worry about that problem. Or y'all gonna have to figure out, y'all gonna have to put an aftermarket ECU on them for the performance side, and then swap it over to stock for that EPA stuff. Just a thought. You have to go through and put some caliber converters back on them things. Put some bumpers on it. Stop pissing the world off with all that raggedy sound coming out them tailpipes. Y'all can't tell me that dude in this Ford don't realize that truck's coming down the road sideways. Look at that thing dog-legging. You Ford people, I'm telling you. Y'all beat anything I ever seen. Look at that dog-legged thing. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you one later. Thank you.